Okay, so last class we have solved exercise 7.2 up to question number 5. Today we'll start question number 6. Now some of the questions you have to remember how to solve. Otherwise, if you use other technique, it can be long process or you may not get your answer. So question number 6, it is said that if 1 comma 2, 4 comma y, x comma 6 and 3 comma 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order. Find x and y. You need to find x and y. So first of all we will draw a parallelogram. It's very compulsory to draw a parallelogram. If you don't draw parallelogram, then you may make mistake also. So you can use your pen directly, you can make a parallelogram. Make a parallelogram. Use your pen and make a parallelogram. Done? So this is a parallelogram. I have taken this as A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Now here the coordinate, first coordinate I'll be taking as A, and remember that whenever you are taking the vertex it has to be in order. Order means from one side to the other. If you are taking here A, then B, C, D. If you are taking this A, B, C, D. Your choice how you want to take. So this A, B, C and D, they are going this way. You will never take A, B, C, D. If you take this way, that is not order. And if you take that way, you will make mistake. So this has been given in order, so we will write it same way. Now here it was said that 1 comma 2. So let us suppose that this A is 1 comma 2. B is 4 comma Y. C is x comma 6 and D is 3 comma 5. So these are the coordinate of the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order. Okay, that means A is the vertex, B, C, D all are vertex. It is been taken in a Cartesian plane. Okay, so this parallelogram is been made and the coordinates has been given. Now in the question it was said that you have to find the x and y. That means you need to find the value of x and y. So many students, what they do, they try to solve this one by comparing. They know that opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. This equal to this or this equals to this. So student, what they do, they compare. They will take, this is the distance, so they will take distance formula AD equals to BC. They will apply and finally they will see that they are not able to find the answer. Are you getting my point or not? So there is another way to find this. So you have to remember, that's what I used to say, that some of the questions you have to remember that if you are getting this question, then you have to solve how. So in this case I will join this A to C, and D to B or B to D. And you know that the property of a parallelogram, we can say that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Yes or no? You have studied in class 9 diagonals, even in class 8 also you have studied. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. That means this equals to this equals to this. Any problem? Now can I say that, let us suppose that this is E, or you can take O also, your choice. Okay, I am taking E. Can I say that E is the midpoint of AC? this equal to this, so definitely E is the midpoint of AC. Similarly, I can say that E is the midpoint of BD. Understood or not? Because this equals to this. So we will try to solve this way. Okay. So you draw these two diagonals and mark it as E. And then write. A, let A whatever, here you have written the vertices coordinates. So write let A whatever, comma B whatever, comma C whatever, and D whatever are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order. Let A whatever, B whatever, C whatever, and D whatever are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order. Done? Okay. Okay, so next line you can write, we know that, we know that, we know that, comma, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonals, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Done? So E is the midpoint of, so E is the midpoint of, E is the midpoint of AC. AC. Now let us take, this coordinate of ES, coordinate of ES. I'm taking this, already X and Y are there, so I'm taking this one as X5, Y5. Any problem? This is taken as X5 and Y5. Why I have not taken X1, Y1, X2, Y2? Because there are four coordinates. This will be X1, Y1, X2, Y2, X3, Y3, X4, Y4. So that's why I have taken this as X5, Y5. Okay? Okay, so you have written that E is the midpoint of AC. E is the midpoint of AC. So, so E is the midpoint of AC. So coordinate of E equals to you know general formula, x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2, correct? E is the midpoint. E is the midpoint. So we know that if this is the midpoint, so midpoint formula is this one. So if we apply the midpoint formula, we will get the coordinate of E. So that's why we have written coordinate of E equals to x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So coordinate of E, so you can see coordinate of E is x5 comma y5. So we have written x5 comma y5, and always try to put bracket. If you don't put bracket, then it has some different meaning, so be careful. Now in this we are taking AC. E is the midpoint of AC, we have mentioned. So E is the midpoint of AC, that means we will be taking the coordinate A and C. So we will take 1 plus x by 2, 1 plus x by 2, comma 2 plus 6 by 2, 2 plus 6 by 2. Any problem? Now this one again we can take x5 comma y5 equals to, I am arranging this one in a proper way, x plus 1 by 2. If you don't arrange also no problem. And this one, this will become 6 plus 2, 8. 8 by 2 is 4. I am writing it directly. Any problem? You can write this way. Again, now we got this one. Again, E is the midpoint of BD. So after writing this one, you will say again E is the midpoint of BD. E is the midpoint of BD. E is the midpoint of BD. So coordinate of E. So coordinate of E. So coordinate of E. Coordinate of E. This time no need to write formula. We know that this is x1 plus x2 by 2. So we are taking BD. So can we say 4 plus 3 by 2? 4 plus 3 by 2, comma, y plus 5 by 2. Y plus 5 by 2. Okay? Now, this coordinate of E was x5 comma y5 equals to, this can be written as 7 by 2 comma y plus 5 by 2. Any problem? Any problem? Okay. Now you already know that x5, the value of x5 is this one, this first one, and you also know that the value of x5 is also this one. Are you getting my point? This is x5 and the value of x5 is this, and this is x5 and the value of x5 is this also. Now can I say that x plus 1 by 2 equals to 7 by 2? Understood? This is x5, this is also x5. So this both will be equal, so we have made it equal. Correct? Now you know that this denominator and denominator can be cancelled. I have teach you in quadratic equation. Numerator can be cancelled, or denominator. So we have cancelled this one. Okay? Now we are having x plus 1 equals to 7. So can I say that x is equal to 7 minus 1 equals to 6? Any confusion? No. Okay, so we got the value of x. Now same way, can I say that 4 equals to this one, because both are y5, y5. Okay? So I can say that y plus 5 by 2 equals to 4. Your way, how you want to write? You can write 4 is equal to this also, your choice. Okay, now when you will cross multiply, you will be having y plus 5 equals to 8. Now this 5 will transfer there, it will become y is equal to 8 minus 5 equals to 2. Sorry, 3. So you will be getting 3. That's all. Okay, now let's move to question number 7. In question number 7, it is said that find the coordinate of a point A. You need to find the coordinate of A, where AB is the diameter of a circle. AB is the diameter of a circle. So what you will do, you draw a circle first. You draw a circle using your pen. Draw a circle, make one diameter using your pen. Okay? Now it was said that where AB is the diameter of a circle, so this diameter you mark it as A and B. Okay, where AB is the diameter of a circle whose center is 2 comma minus 3. So center is been given. So let us suppose center is O. So that is 2 comma minus 3. So center is 2 comma minus 3 and B is in B is 1 comma 4. That means you will put it in bracket. Okay. So this way you will represent. Okay. Now I will take this A as we don't know what is this. So I am taking as x1 comma y1. Okay. Okay. This is x1 comma y1, this is x2 y2 and this is x and y. Okay. Now you know that AB is the diameter and O is the center. So can I say that OB and OA are the radius? And we also know that radius of a circle are equal. So can I say that O is the midpoint of AB? Understood? Okay. So right. Let A in bracket x1 comma y1 and B in bracket 1 comma 4, let A whatever and B whatever is the diameter of a circle, is the diameter of a circle, is the or is a whatever, is the or is a diameter of a circle with center O, with center O in bracket 2 comma minus 3. Any problem? So next line you write, next line, since OA equals to OB, OA equals to OB, in bracket you can write same radii, same radii, RADII, same radii. OA equals to OB, they are the same radii. Okay, so that's why they are equal. So if they are equal, so next line you can say that what you have written, since repeat once again, therefore O is the midpoint of, O is the or is a whatever, so O is a or is the midpoint of AB, midpoint of AB. AB. So we know that this is the midpoint, so by applying midpoint formula we will be getting this coordinate or not? Okay, so we will apply midpoint formula. Okay, then coordinate of coordinate of O equals to, coordinate of O equals to same formula, x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. Coordinate of O is 2 comma minus 3. So 2 comma minus 3 and x1 plus x2. So this is x1, this is x2. So x2 is 1 only. So we'll write x1 plus 1 by 2 comma y1 plus 4, y1 plus 4 by 2. Okay. Now we know that this is the value of x and this is the value of x. So can I say that 2 is equal to x1 plus 1 by 2? Yes or no? Now cross multiply, we will be having x1 plus 1 equals to 4. Now this 1 will transfer there, x1 equals to 3. Fine. Same way, we can say minus 3 equals to y1 plus 4 by 2. Now this 2 will transfer here. So we will say y1 plus 4 equals to minus 6. Now this 4 will transfer there. It will become minus 4. So minus 10. Okay. So we got this answer. Now after writing this one, after finding this one, many students, they leave their answer here only. But they don't see question properly. In the question it was said that find the coordinate of point A. You have to write the coordinate. These are the values of x and y. You have not written as coordinate. Coordinates are always written in bracket. So you will say therefore the coordinate of A. Next line, therefore the coordinate of A. Therefore the coordinate of A. Therefore the coordinate of A is so what was coordinate of A? x1 comma y1. So x1 is 3. So we will write coordinate. Therefore coordinate of A is 3 comma minus 10. 3 comma minus 10. That's all. Okay, now let's move to another question, number 8. If A and B are this and this, so their values are given, okay, respectively. That means first coordinate is A and second one is B. Find the coordinates of P. You have to find the coordinate of P. You have to find the value of P such that AP equals to 3 by 7 AB. So AP equals to 3 by 7 AP and P lies on the line segment AB. So P is lying on AB. So just check nicely, check the diagram properly. I will draw this diagram here. Let us suppose this is AB. It was given AB only, I think. So let A, this is A and the value is minus 2 minus 2. And this is B and its value is 2 comma minus 4. So these two values I have taken. Now in the question it was said that find the coordinate of P. So P, you have to find the value of P such that AP equals to 3 by 7 of AB. So AP, that P is somewhere here and that is equal to 3 by 7 of AB. So I am taking somewhere here. I am taking somewhere here and let that be P. Okay, let that be P. We don't know what is the coordinate. So let us suppose x comma y. Okay. Now in the question it is said that AP. AP is how much? AP, this AP till here. This AP from A to P, this value is how much? 3 by 7. 3 by 7 of AB. Any doubt? No. So draw this diagram. Afterwards I'll tell you what to do. So in this question, we will not write so many things. Okay, we'll try to solve it directly. So it was given in the question. So given, after drawing the diagram, then you can write given. It was said that this is AP, right? So it was given AP equals to 3 by 7 AB, correct? Now this is the point. This is the point, that means this point divides this line segment into some ratio, but ratio is not given. So first of all we have to find the ratio. What is the ratio? If you know the ratio, then you can apply section formula and then you will get the coordinate of P. So first of all we will find the ratio. And I told you that whenever we find the ratio, do you remember I have taken 3 points equal to one another. So how I have compared? I have taken one part. So this is 1 and this is 2 parts. So is to 2. So that means this divided by this, that is the ratio. This divided by this is the ratio. So same way, this is the value, and if you know this value, then this divided by this you will be getting the ratio of this point. Understood or not? So I will write BP. BP. Can I say that BP, this BP, can I say that I'll get it AB minus AP? From this total, if I subtract AB from the total, if I subtract AP, then I will get BP or not? From this total, if I remove this one, remove this portion, if I subtract this portion, we'll be having BP only, correct? So we have written BP equals to AP minus AB minus AP. Now AB, what is AB? AB is AB only, minus, and AP, we know that AP is 3 by 7 AB, correct? Just see, AP is 3 by 7 AB. So AP I have written 3 by 7 AB. Any problem? Now next line. Can I say that this BP, we are finding BP only, okay? So you can continue from here, you can give equal here at the bottom. I am writing it over here. So BP, I can say that this one I am taking 7 as LCM. 7 as LCM, so I'll be having 7AB minus 3AB, correct? Now if I solve this one, I'll be having 4AB by 7, okay? Okay? Now I'm writing it over here, okay? Now we know that how to get ratio, this by this, that means AP by BP. So I'm writing now AP by BP, okay? AP by BP. So I've written AP by BP. What is AP? 3 by 7 AB, and BP is 4AB by 7. 4AB by 7 we have calculated just now, we have find just now. Now this 7 can be cancelled. Now we are having 3AB by 4AB. Now AB is also cancelled, you are having 3:4. Any problem? No problem. Now this P, wherever you have drawn the diagram, here this point you can write as 3:4. 3:4. Now you will use section formula to find the coordinate of P. Okay. So you will say, after writing this ratio, you will say that coordinate of P, and then find the value. Use the formula, and then find the coordinates. Do it by your own. So when you will solve your answer, you will be getting the coordinate of P as minus 2 by 7, comma minus 20 by 7. So this will be your answer. Now Next question, question number 9. This is very important question for your board exam. This question has come many a times in board exam, so you have to practice this properly. It is said that find the coordinate of the point which divides the line segment A whatever and B whatever into 4 equal parts. It has been divided into 4 equal parts. So just check it how I am doing. After that you can draw your diagram. You can pause your video and then you can draw your diagram. So this is AB. This is AB. Let us suppose this is A, this is B. Okay, so the value of A is what, minus 2 minus 2 comma 2, and B is 2 comma 8. Okay, so these are the two values of A and B. Now it has to be divided into 4 equal parts. Just check it how I am dividing. This is A, this is B. So I am making half here. So this is one part, this is one part. Now half of this one, this is one part and this is one part. Now just see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is 4 equal parts. Is it clear? Now I am taking this one as C, this one as D and this one as E. Now this one, this C, I'll be taking as x3, sorry, I'll be taking x comma y. Okay, I'm taking C as x comma y. This one I will take as x3 comma y3, and this one I will take x4 comma y4. Any problem?